morning, Lufkin Central and Online Worship Community. Jason Hollinger, the preaching and community minister here. And in our time in Jesus and Coffee, we are going to be in Second Corinthians chapter 3. 2 Corinthians chapter 3. Now, in in this chapter, as I really love, we're going to begin in verse 17, how it ends, how it all plays out, and uh, also in light of that, if we think how everything plays out, everything else plays out in Scripture. One of the things that we're called to do in the midst of this is to reach out to each other, is to be available to each other, and just to let each other know that we're not alone in this. And so, if you need to, hey, reach out to us. Let us know if we can be of any help to you. Maybe you're new to the area. Just you're in the early stages of navigating this Christian walk, and or maybe you're kind of at a later stage and you're just discovering new things, and you have questions. So you know what? Hey, reach out to us, and we want to be available to you. And so with that, we think about this in our scripture reading this morning, again from Second Corinthians chapter 3. We're going to start in verse 17. Hear the word of the Lord. Check this out. The Lord is Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And just, that's so nice. I'm going to say it twice, right? The Lord is Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Our faces then are not covered. We all show the Lord's glory, and we are being changed to be like Him. Now, obviously, in the last 12 months, that verse to some may mean something a little different. Our faces then are not covered. Yes, we wear these masks. We go out in public. All these things, and so. But that's not what this is talking about. It says our faces are not covered. We all show the Lord's glory. Because listen, wearing a mask on or mask off, you can show the Lord's glory. And we're going to get to that a little bit more here in a minute. And we are being changed to be like Him. This change in us brings ever greater glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. And so, again, the Lord is Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Now, there's a group, Christian group, Shane and Shane. They had this song came out. It's based off this verse, and man, just check that out. Just check out that group. They're an amazing group, Shane and Shane, and just a lot of their music. I love it, and it's they have it. This the Lord is Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is, and the way they use it is there is liberty. There is freedom. And so I love this. And so I said we get into this a little bit more, but this section right here says, and we all show God's glory. All of us, no matter the situation we find ourselves in, and this is really leading into your challenge, as we like to do, read a little, issue a challenge, send you on your way. Your challenge today is to not just read this, not just hear this, that we all show the Lord's glory wherever we go, that we're being changed to be like Him. That no matter where we find ourselves, no matter if we're wearing a mask or we're not wearing a mask, we can show the Lord's glory. We can be representatives of His truth. We can be representatives of those who have been washed in the blood of the Lamb, and who live out the life of those who follow Jesus and who make disciples, those who live to serve and care for and provide for, and in all the many ways, for our neighbors, for our friends, for our enemies, for those that like us and those that don't like us, those that agree with us and those that don't agree with us, and those that we don't agree with. We are to serve them. We are to provide for them. Because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. There is liberty. And the Lord is Spirit. And it says, again, we are being changed to be like Him. if he is freedom, if he is liberty, if that spirit leads us to that, then that's the way that we should live and move and function in this world, and the way that we should show that respect towards others, that way that we should lead them to that liberty, the way that we should lead them to know of the one who gives freedom, the one who is freedom, the one who is love and grace and mercy and peace, that we should bridge those gaps. I told you about the group Shane and Shane. Check them out. I want to tell you about a book that I've read over the last couple of weeks. It's titled "Be the Bridge" by Latasha Morrison. It's that bridging, being that bridge for reconciliation, being that bridge that brings people together, that it's not this side and this group and us and them and us and we and they and we and all these things. It is about understanding that the Lord is spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, and that we are to show that everywhere we go, that every day we are given that opportunity. Our faces then are not covered. We show the Lord's glory, and we are being changed to be like him, right? This change in us is bringing ever greater glory. So that change that takes place in us, and we are given that opportunity every day to change not just for the sake of change, but to change for the sake of becoming more like him being God. And when we live that out and others see that in us, others see God in us, others see his love, others see his unity, and we can become that bridge. We can become that which brings people together, not separates them, so that we can be one church, the multi-ethnic church, that we can be the church that we are just filled with so much culture. We are filled with so much creativity, so much beauty. That's the kind of church that I long for. That's the kind of church that I long to see. That's the kind of church I want. I want my kids to grow to love and to know, and to not know it any other way. I want them for their life to say, listen, as far back as I can remember, this is what the churches look like. And so, yes, we're given that opportunity to be representatives of his truth, of his love, to be more like him every day. It takes a decision from us. It takes some consideration and a little bit of effort. And it takes us also understanding there will be pushback. There will be opposition. But greater is he that is in me than he who is in the world. Greater is he that is in you than he who is in the world. Because Christ in you is victory. Can't wait to hear how it goes. Y'all have a great day. God bless.